My name's Amata, and in this Red Gaming Tech video I am here with a couple of items fresh from the rumour mill and one just flat out piece of news. I know. Now, one of the rumours and the news piece is Nintendo themed, so we're going to bundle those together in one lovely Nintendo package. And let's get the less juicy piece out of the way first, that being the news of course, but this is still pretty damn juicy because, well, the Nintendo Switch is doing really well for itself. Now that's not exactly news, we already knew that. However, we now know how well it's doing, as it has sold 10 million units in under a year. This puts it on an absolute tear, and to be honest, is well on track to absolutely crush the record of the Wii U. Not that that's difficult, because, well, may I remind you, the Wii U was a pretty massive failure, and only sold 13.5 million units to date in its entire lifespan. So the fact that the Switch has sold almost as many as it within a year, it kind of paints the dire picture of how badly the Wii U did and how great the Switch is doing. I mean, to be honest, at this rate, it's going to overtake the Wii, which obviously was notoriously hard to get hold of around the launch period, as everyone and their mum literally wanted to buy it for Christmas. So, well done, Nintendo. And for those of you wondering for the source of these claims, these are Nintendo's own internal estimates. So, there you go. So, now that's out of the way. Let's move on to one of our rumours, and this is pretty damn juicy. Now, this is according to one Marcus Sellers, who reviews and writes for a bunch of Nintendo websites. So, this is the source for that. His sources, I can't say the validity of, so take this with a huge pinch of salt. As with any rumour that hasn't been confirmed, as is the nature of a rumour, take it with a pinch of salt. You know, grab a whole handful, chuck it behind there if you want. But his latest claim is that Metroid Prime 4 is actually being worked on by Bandai Namco, obviously alongside Nintendo. And he says, quote, Bandai Namco equals Metroid Prime 4, trailer gameplay at Nintendo Direct. And then a further post reads, Metroid is by Bandai Namco with a lot of help from Nintendo. So we of course know that Metroid Prime 4 is in development. We got that extremely short but very appetite-whetting teaser at E3, or in Nintendo Direct at E3 to be more specific. So obviously this rumour is that Bandai Namco is at the helm. So we already know that they have an in-house producer, that being Nintendo of course, who is heading the development team. So obviously that does lead to the question of, okay, if that's the case, why would Bandai be working on it? And to be honest, the answer is they probably aren't, unless Nintendo being a little bit sneaky, as they've already said, quote, the project's being led by series producer Kensuke Tanabe and a talented new development team. So unless they're kind of pushing what the talented new development team means, it probably means this rumour is incorrect. But we also have another leaked email that does say we are getting a Nintendo Direct in January. So one thing that might be true is that we actually get our first real trailer, even if it's just a short snippet with no gameplay or whatever, of Metroid Prime 4 at this January Direct. That's probably the thing you can leave more credence to. Even if Metroid Prime 4 isn't at this Nintendo Direct, the fact that there is a Nintendo Direct in January does mean we're going to get something in January, of course, and obviously. So basically, the TLDR is the most solid thing you take out of this is we're probably getting a Direct in January. We may or may not see something from Metroid Prime 4 there, and it may or may not be developed by Bandai, but that does seem a little bit unlikely, so I wouldn't put too much faith in that. But I'd say, you know, January Direct would kind of make sense, given that, of course, we are entering, or going to be entering, the second year for the Switch shortly after that Direct. Of course, the Switch did come out around March. Now, let's move on to our final rumour of today, and this is unrelated to Nintendo, but still pretty damn nice. I would actually be really happy with this, as a brilliant supplier, gamepress.com.br, and of course I will include a link in the description below this video, has basically said that Burnout Paradise is going to be getting a remaster, which is actually going to be coming out on March the 1st, 2018, and is going to be priced at roughly $45 US. So, again, take this with a pinch of salt, sources, blah blah blah, but I'm willing to give this one at least some credence because, well, I want it to happen. But in all seriousness, it's hard to speak of the validity of this rumour because obviously I don't know the sources and the validity of those sources, but I would love this to happen. I am not usually a racing fan, but Burnout Paradise is one of the exceptions to that rule, probably because it's so incredibly arcadey and it's just, well, fun. So I would love this, and we won't have to wait too long to find out if this is true, because if this is coming out in March 2018, like the rumour says, we'll be seeing a reveal soon. However, even if the release date is wrong and we are actually getting a Burnout Paradise remaster, I am 100% okay with that. That would be awesome. Hopefully the improvements will come to PC as well. That would be pretty damn awesome to get, like, 4K textures in there or whatever they end up doing. That would be pretty sweet. But yeah, I'll be happy if it's just made, to be honest, because it's a great game. More people should play this great game. Simple as that, really. So, you will find the links to both of the rumours sources in the description below this video, as I already said. So do find it there for your perusal if you so desire. Thanks again for watching, guys, and thank you so much for all your support. It really does mean a great deal to both myself and Paul. So see you in the next one, guys. Bye for now.